Welcome, friends. This is Harshad Parekh inviting you to listen to some of my short writings on various topics. This is audio number 155. On New Year Day, people feel excited and they send messages like Happy New Year. But happiness does not come by some people wishing us happiness. Happiness is a byproduct of living with intelligence, goodness, and love. This means seeing clearly whatever is creating unhappiness in our life. Happiness is beyond the world of pleasure and pain. It is the ability to be at peace in aloneness. The source of happiness is within us. If it comes from outside, it will be taken away sooner or later. Next article. Steve and Wendy came to my room after dinner on November 19, 1992 in Rishi Valley. We talked about the crisis at Brockwood Park and their future plan. They have some offers to teach at the Valley School and at the school in Madras and at Rajghat, but they are not sure about what to do. They, especially Steve, looked tired, but we were able to sit quietly for a few minutes without words interfering, and that was the best part of our meeting. They said that such human feeling of sitting together was missing at Brockwood Park. It was my experience in Brockwood in 1989 that teachers complained most of the time about hard work. In free time, they kept on discussing and making simple things more complicated by words, ideas, intellect. This kind of discussions they thought were important to keep the spirit of Krishnamurti alive. But it created tiredness and the freshness of insight was destroyed. This was written in my diary dated November 21, 1992 in Rishi Valley. The crisis in Brockwood Park in 1992 was that some important staff members like Steve, Wendy, Gary, and Christina, and others were unhappy at the way the administrators were functioning in the school. They had decided to leave Brockwood Park. I had worked in Brockwood Park for 6 months in 1989, and my experience was that there were heated discussions in the staff meetings, creating more confusion. Next article. People who are interested in Krishnamurti's teachings talk about the conflict between what is and what should be. This conflict leads to waste of energy and makes people get tired. As for example, if a person is angry, that is what is. If that person desires to be free from anger, that is what should be. According to Krishnamurti, if the person can see clearly the anger arising in him, this seeing is the action which frees the person from anger. But such clear seeing is rare in human beings. We define what is as whatever is happening in the mind. At one moment, what is can be pleasure, and the next moment it could be pain. What is changing every moment. At one moment, there is anger, and the next moment, there is a desire to be free from anger. So, in my view, both what is and what should be are in the plane of thinking and feeling. What should be is also a part of what is. To see that what should be is also what is difficult to understand as long as there is no awakening of awareness, which is not in the same plane as thinking and feeling. Next article. Once in Rishi Valley, many years ago, I made up a joke about myself. I told this joke in a senior school assembly of students and teachers. A boy asked, "Sir, do you go for bird watching?" I said, "Yes." The boy asked, "Do you watch birds carefully with attention?" I said, "No, but birds watch me carefully. I am a bigger bird. My name is Parakeet," very similar to Parik. Many people are interested in bird watching. Rishi Valley is a bird sanctuary. We have some experts who know a lot about birds. But I am interested in watching my own mind. So if you are also interested in watching your mind, please attend our Saturday evening meetings where we discuss about problems of the inner and the outer worlds. It was good to meet students and discuss with them about fear, anger, jealousy, the art of living with freedom, discipline, responsibility, relationship, goodness, love, etc. These meetings went on well for 2 years, 1990 to 1992. Students were coming because they were interested in learning and sharing with other students. They were speaking and listening well. I made up this joke because when I was the housemaster in Nim House, one day a boy knocked on my door. When I opened the door, he asked, "Sir, can I call you Parakeet?" I said, "You can call me Parakeet because the word is not the thing." But I doubt if he understood what I said. He was probably surprised to see that I did not react with anger. Next article. A friend asked, "What is the purpose of life? Is it just observing the reality as it is or something?" Life as it exists in birds and animals does not ask such a question. For birds and animals, the purpose is to live and reproduce themselves. This is the basic instinct of all life forms. But human beings have the ability to think and communicate with others through words. Human beings want to fulfill all their desires and feel happy. Krishnamurti's purpose was to travel and speak about human psychological problems and freedom. He felt that he would die when he stopped traveling and speaking. When a person is truly happy, he stops asking questions and searching for happiness. He lives naturally with freedom. His actions come from clarity and freedom.